Well, good morning and welcome to Java with Jim. I'm Jim Reese, Director of Business Development at Offit Kurman, and I'm here with Tom Major. Good morning, Tom.
Good morning, Jim. It's nice to see you.
Good to see you too. Tom, let's start our conversation. What is your role at Offit Kurman?
I'm a principal attorney in the Metro Park office, which is in central New Jersey, pretty much Woodbridge. My practice is primarily real estate development from the ground up, the purchase, the financing, the development, the construction, all the way through the property management. And the name of the game, generally speaking, is to help our clients build a successful performing real estate portfolio.
Very good. Tom, what would you say is unique about you or your practice?
One of the great things about the real estate development practice generally is that it touches on almost every area of the law, aside from some really esoteric concepts. But it touches on pretty much everything from transactional financing to litigation, if it's unfortunately necessary, to the deal making. And so the practice area provides me an opportunity to really provide 360-degree advice to clients or investors in that space. And I value the ability to feel useful to people beyond just, I have this case, get me out of this, or I'm owed this money, can you help me sue for it? I enjoy feeling like I'm part of a team helping somebody develop something that they value and that performs to their expectations. And I think the real estate development field especially is suited for that. I should also say that before I joined Offit Kurman, I was self-employed, and I had a small firm, an associate at one point, then a paralegal and an admin. And it's not easy making a living as a small business owner. And more people than you might think are what are considered smaller landlords, mom and pops or small businesses or families that have a lot of closely held properties. And so I enjoy being in a space with people I can relate to, the struggles of having a small business, the struggles of making ends meet sometimes, and the feelings of success that come with everything working out when and if it finally does.
And are most of the properties you deal with, are they commercial or residential or both?
So they run the gamut. A lot of my clients' portfolio is multifamily residential, but there is also a significant portion of mixed use. To give you an example, one of our more significant achievements in the last few months is the opening of a brand new, profoundly successful daycare in Hudson County. And the leasing for the property was really unique because it's essentially the entirety of a ground floor of a brand new building built right on the Hudson River. And it took some doing, but it was especially satisfying to see the daycare finally open, the ribbon cut, everything being state of the art, and the satisfaction on the client's faces when we finally got things rolling.
Interesting timing for a daycare opening during the pandemic.
Yes,
that's a conversation for another time, maybe.
Right. And to be fair, this was before everything ended up the way it is now. But the feeling was still valuable.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Tom, so a bonus question. If your house was on fire and you could run in and rescue one material item, not a person or a pet, what would that item be?
I think it would be, this is going to sound very outdated, but I think it would be a change dispenser that clips to a belt. My grandfather was a bus driver in the New York City, what is now the Metropolitan Transit Authority, the MTA. And he so after World War II, he took a job as a public employee driving a bus and worked every day, drove himself on the bus to the hospital when he had a heart attack. And somehow, I think maybe my father kept it. I forget how it ended up in my hands, but his change dispenser that attached to his belt is now mine. And I keep it because it's a subtle reminder both of how things are different today than they were in the past, but also how, I guess, to respect and appreciate the hard work of the people that came before us. I think my father lived a better life than his father, and I think I'm living a better life than my father, and that feeling is valuable to me.
I remember those little change coin things. So trivia question, how many chambers in that device?
So this one only has 3, quarters, nickels, and dimes.
Okay, I remember that. I think my memories, if my memory serves me, the ice cream man had those things. And I can remember pushing those things down, and that's how they got the change. That was great. The good old days, right?
To do it rapid fire, collecting money from people and dispensing the change and sticking it back in there.
Almost like playing a musical instrument, right? There's certain
Exactly.
keys that they hit. That's great. Well, that's a great answer, Tom. I appreciate you sharing that with us, and something definitely to be valued by you and your family. Well, thanks for joining me today. I hope you had fun, and have a great rest of the day. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, Jim. It was nice seeing you.
All right. Bye.